Hello again, I'm Stephen Jerome. I'm going to continue reading from my third novel, The London Year. This is part 30. Terry Gaines is being shown around the flat by Tess, one of his new flatmates, and he's just about to see his room. "Anyway, this is your room," Tess said and opened the door. It was raw, to be sure, the same white walls and blue carpet as everywhere. But even at a glance, I was relieved. The bed was to the right behind the door, a single box spring and mattress on the floor. There was a bulky armoire in the left corner. It faced a writing desk and chair on the opposite wall by a tall window. Between them, a 5-drawer dresser and what was once a fireplace. Its long sealed opening was framed by a wide mantelpiece with original ornate molding that extended across and down each side to the floor. I went over to the window and saw Finn and Francesca caught in the light from the kitchen. They were standing in what they'd referred to as a garden, but it was really just an unadorned concrete patio. There was a solid wooden gate in the old brick wall at the back of the garden, in quotes. Behind it, a long alley ran behind all the street-facing properties. I saw Francesca hand Finn something from her purse, which went straight into his pocket. I turned back to Tess. "It's perfect." "Great. Colin will be so relieved. £14 a week, due every 4 weeks. I handle all of that for Colin, so pay me and he comes to collect." "So Colin doesn't live here, just to be clear?" "Oh, God, no," Tess replied with a laugh. "This is so beneath him. He has a big flat in Shepherd's Bush, another of his properties. He's ambitious, I'll say that about Colin." "And Francesca?" "Very old money. I don't know if she does anything, but she knows a good horse, even if Colin isn't a thoroughbred. They're actually a lot of fun. Don't be put off by the posh accent." I chuckled. "I hear it every day at work." "Oh, that's right, Harrods. That was a point in your favor, Terry, to be sure. Is Francesca really a royal?" "I don't know if being a baroness is royal per se," Tess said. "I'm not sure how all that works. But her father's a 5th or 6th baron of something. The family's so old, they're simply above the fray." "So Colin isn't royalty?" "Hardly. Deep down, he's just a regular bloke, as Finn constantly reminds him. Almost an odd fit." Tess laughed. "Who's to say about couples? Not me. I'm a social worker." I chuckled, but it was a bit of revealing news. Tess was a smart girl. I liked her immediately. As we wound our way back downstairs, I asked about Finn. Tess had alluded to something which they'd clearly wanted to skip over. She stopped at the first landing, speaking quietly. "Finn's complicated," she began. "Fragile as glass under the bravado. It took us months to get the full picture. I might not even be interested if I weren't a psychologist, but I am, and it's interesting. Anyway, you'll get to know him yourself. He's English, but was raised in Toronto, which explains the mid-Atlantic accent. Very wealthy family, but by the sound of it, his father's just plain cruel. Hates that Finn won't go into the family business. Even worse, that he wants to be an artist of all things." "So he's an actual working artist?" I asked. "Oh yes, portraits, when he gets the commissions." Meanwhile, instead of supporting Finn in lean times, which his father could do in a stroke, the old bastard teases him with money, makes Finn beg for it, and Finn hates himself for begging. He paces at night, berating himself. You probably wouldn't hear it down here, but we have, and it's a little frightening. Not a selling point for would-be tenants, which is what that little moment was downstairs. "And Gracie?" She's a dear friend, wants to be an actress, but works at a theater doing their publicity. Getting in on the ground floor, you might say. I keep telling her it's like anything, you just have to stick at it." I'm going to stop there. We'll continue with part 31 tomorrow. Thank you again for watching.